But like, let's also just realize what's happening. There are a lot of men who either don't have it in them emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, or have been trained because they follow the wrong influencers, that they can't keep up with society. There's just a lot about society that they can't take. They literally can't watch a movie because if they see two people of the same sex kiss, they their pants. Like, they can't keep up, and so they flee somewhere where they think all of those things that scare them and make them feel anxiety and uncomfortable will be repressed by the state and by cultural and social pressures. And because women are so repressed and they don't have rights, they don't even have to go to the trouble of stripping them of the rights. And so it's guys who can't make it in a modern society who are fleeing to a place where things are set up to benefit them. That's all it is.
What's up, guys?
Hi, guys.
Today we're going to go over the Young Turks. They did a video called Passport Bros Are Fed Up with American Women. So let's just get right into it and see what their opinions are.
Hey, there's a lot of fun things to do out here in Thailand besides just looking for a wife. People here are fun and friendly. They have a beautiful culture, amazing food. You can live like a king for like $2,000 a month. I'm traveling the world right now. I'm a single guy and dating, so I have an experience, and it's absolutely the truth that it's better. I'm sorry, I don't know what you want me to say. It's the inconvenient truth you guys don't want to hear. Hey, we're out here having fun, living our best lives, and if you think you're gonna stop us with some middle school disses about, oh, you're a loser, you got another thing coming.
I don't even know you. And Thailand does look fun, but that gentleman is part of a subculture in America. They're referred to as the Passport Bros. Who are the Passport Bros? Well, they're individuals who aren't really satisfied with their options here in the United States. And so they are traveling the world in search of a partner, of a wife, of someone to share their lives with. John, let's watch more.
Oh, you have Passport Bros?
What is a passport?
Okay, Passport Bros are men that are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible, and Western women don't want to be wives, that they are now going to other countries to find wives.
That's like which countries?
Southeast Asia, the Philippines, the Dominican Republic.
So it's like the opposite of the mail order bride.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Okay, so they're instead of ordering out, instead of using stamps.com.
Yeah, and bringing them here, they're
Right,
like,
they're
we
using
want to get out.
Travelocity. It feels more expensive, but
It is. And so a lot of these men get remote jobs. And so they go there and they live in these countries and then they meet these women. And then women in the Western world, specifically the United States, are so pissed off about it. And they're like, you're going to all these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English. They can't even read. They're so uneducated. And then the men like film themselves with these women and like show themselves on dates. And the women are so elegant and they're so well spoken and they're so traditional. And they're like, look at these women. Yeah, Passport Bros. Because Western women are so bad.
did not know about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I'm here.
Interesting. I mean, I did marry a woman from abroad. I mean, she's been in America since she was 12, but still, she's Israeli.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You're like a reverse passport, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she came here and she got citizenship, so.
You didn't import her?
I did not import my wife, no.
Makes that very clear.
Oh God.
Okay.
Ugh.
I mean, look, I love my country and I love my people. And when I say people, I mean Americans in general. And so I kind of don't like dissing Americans, it turns me off. But if people need to travel outside of America to find.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with critiquing Americans. If men and women in America are not living up to expectations of relationships, there is no harm in saying, hey, you guys either need to be better or else we're going to start looking for people overseas who actually live traditional values, people who actually give respect, give loyalty, act either feminine or masculine, whatever it is you're looking for. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with that. If you need to go abroad to find someone, I mean, it is what it is.
Are you a passport bros?
Yeah, I'm a passport bro.
You didn't bring me here.
I'm like that other guy. You're already here and
You didn't
from another
import
country.
your wife.
Yeah. Except instead of, where was
Interesting.
it from? Israel? Is that what he said?
I don't know.
I think he
think
said
so.
something like that, but yeah,
I couldn't catch it.
different country.
Their partner, okay.
Yeah, first of all, it's not like you call it passport bros. That doesn't make it new or whatever. Like going somewhere where the dollar can be stretched further and you think you'll have more control over the women that you enter into a relationship. That's not new. That's a really old thing. So, and you can do it. By the way, the thing that I don't know that guy in the first video. The thing that that's the issue isn't what they're doing. It's the way that they are trying to clearly make sure we know that there's a spin to it in their videos. Like, there are people who just want to live in another part of the world. They do like the culture, they do like the geography, they like the food or whatever. But when your whole thing is advertising to other men as an influencer, because you're the one putting out those videos, he's like, don't give me your grade school things. I didn't make you film that video, you put it out there because you're trying to sell a lifestyle, and the lifestyle is luxurious exploitation. That's what you're trying to, and you could do that, that's fine. I'm less bothered by that than whoever the woman with Ben Shapiro was. I don't know her or what her politics are.
I thought it was just Ben Shapiro wearing a wig. I'm just kidding.
I
honestly
don't
know that it was Brett Cooper, just joking around.
Okay, well, I don't know who that is or what her politics are.
They do look like each other though. Like,
are they related?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I love that she either just jokingly or felt like she needed to do PR for the guys. Like, these are guys who are just like frustrated with the women, whereas they're super elegant. We're trash in this country. We're utter trash.
By the way,
really
there's
fast.
such wide variety in the United States.
Yeah.
There's trash if that's your thing.
Sure.
There's also a lot of classy, beautiful, independent, educated women. Like,
I got the last one, sorry.
There are 330 million people in America. Like, why are...
Do you notice how they keep bringing up educated and how like, oh, in America, they're educated? And they also mentioned that the women outside of the country are uneducated. You catch that?
I did. Honestly, I feel like people from other countries, they're actually more educated than America. Education is super expensive here. Nobody wants to go to school because they're going to be loaded with debt, for their whole life. So education is either free or cheap in other countries. So people are actually more educated in other countries. So I don't know why they're trying to do that.
They're really trying to, for some reason, their view is just put down women that are not American. Anyone outside the country, all those women, we're just going to put them down. They're uneducated, even though they can typically speak more than one language fluently. And they can speak eloquently, like that one other lady said. Like,
Definitely, yeah.
it's just like, I don't understand why they're doing everything they can to push down. I didn't know what they were going to be talking about on this video, but they're definitely showing that like they're anti-passport bro.
Yeah. And all I
So-
know is that most people in America, they only speak English. So
Yeah.
people from other countries, their bare minimum is English. They have to know other languages too. So that doesn't mean that people in America, females or male,
Yeah.
they're bad. No, but I just feel like they're trying to like make other female from other countries or guys from other
Pushing a
countries.
narrative.
Yeah,
They're pushing a narrative, an agenda, saying like, "Hey, guys should not go overseas to
Yeah.
find a better wife." So
I agree.
let's see what else they're gonna say.
Are we
All
like,
trash. No, but that's the thing. Like, the
Okay.
PR is these guys are frustrated with women here because the women are bad. It's not that the guys can't hack it. It's not that guys don't have what it takes or can't evolve or learn, that they're not willing to meet people halfway, that they can't find a...
This guy right here, I'm gonna be honest with you, he just comes across as a weak man to me. Like, for him to sit there and say, "Hey, women overseas, they're not gonna be loyal, respectful, and be a great wife. Oh, you need to stay here. You can't hack it here. Oh, like women here are so much better." Like, this guy comes across as just very weak to me.
I mean, look
Like-
at the divorce average. Like,
Yeah, let's stay here where women divorce men 80% of the time, and then
that's not happening
there's
in other
like
countries
there's like
as
a
much as
60% chance of that happening. Yeah, like I just want to stay here and give my ex-wife all my assets because they just tend to divorce here like crazy. Like it's normal, part of the culture. Whereas overseas, it's like it's very rare for divorce. You're not going to see that over there. So a lot of men are opting to marry women from other countries because they're not going to just be like, "Oh, I'm not happy anymore. Time to get a divorce." Like seriously,
Yeah.
it's just like for this guy to sit here and say, "Oh, you can't hack it. You can't hack getting a divorce," because that's probably what's going to happen. This guy right here is probably going to be a part of it. I guarantee you. If this guy's not gay, he's going to be getting divorced, I bet. There's a 60% chance. So, just saying.
satisfactory relationship is that the women are trash. That's why they have to flee to another country.
Listen, the gentleman in the TikTok video that we showed earlier, it's just that like there aren't a sufficient amount of women in America who are willing to like pour cups of jizz-like substances on him as he's walking through the streets.
I don't know exactly what. I assume that's like a festive thing. I don't know.
What was going on in that video? Does anyone know? Like, what was that?
Really
I don't know. I haven't been to Thailand. We'll ask Brett. He's been there. But yeah, what they're doing can be fine, but they seem to want to make sure that we know that it's not. That this is an exploitative thing. This is trying to down on westernized women or the fact that they believe they should have rights or something.
It was soap, by the way, that they're throwing on him.
It's a good start.
So apparently, even in Thailand, they know he's a dirty boy. Okay, I'm just kidding.
It's probably made his day if he sees you saying that. But
no, I hear what you're saying. By the way, like I have no problem with men doing this if they feel that this is what they need to do to find someone. Listen,
it's not just men, by the way. Women don't go abroad to meet people?
I mean, maybe they do. I'm unfamiliar with that practice.
Isn't like eat, pray, love? Isn't love one of the three? Like, I think that's what people do.
I don't think there's a subculture of women in America who are like, men in the US suck, and so I'm gonna go to Thailand to find my husband.
Yes, I'm not saying the subculture, I'm just saying the practice.
That's the thing though. Like, that's the thing is women are very equal here, and they're not going to be looking for I mean, they might be looking for a more masculine man, but if you're going overseas to meet someone, odds are if you're not going to one of those countries like Norway, Sweden, those other European countries that are very 50-50 on everything, very pro-feminist, like whereas the guy will expect you to pay for the dates, but you're looking for someone who will pay for everything, you're also going to have to meet all those qualities that they're expecting, which is usually you're doing the cooking, cleaning, raising the kids, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's very unlikely that women will leave the US to find a guy overseas.
And I feel like this is going to be rude, but I'm just going to say it because I'm someone from another country and I know how guys in my country, they think about female. I feel like guys from my country and people like in Middle East, they're not going to even accept Western females.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're looking for someone who doesn't have a kid outside of marriage, who I don't know, who didn't lose their virginity at the age of 12. So these are all like no, and guys back home, they're not gonna marry any type of females like this. So I'm just saying.
They're going to have much
They're not gonna
higher
get it.
expectations in terms of values, especially those family values. There's definitely not equality in these other countries. So it's just like you're either going to get the really bad end where there's literally no equality at all, or you're going to have equality to the point where women are expected to pay for the dates. Because I've seen countries where the men actually expect women to pay for the dates because they're so pro-independent women. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like both sides of the coin, neither of them sound really good. So
Mhm.
America for women is almost like the sweet spot, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyways, let's keep going.
Exists.
Sure.
People go abroad and meet people all the time.
Yeah.
It's that they're trying to like layer this Andrew Tate pickup artist thing onto it.
Look, I think that
Brokey.
what the videos that they're posting are meant to say is that they're not happy with the women here. Like it's just a way of insulting women in America. That's
100%,
it. That's all it is.
That's not the message I get from it, but that's definitely the message they want to send.
Yeah, and like the thing is, I'm not insulted by it because I know it's not true.
Yeah, the woman in the video is like, and all these Western women are so mad that these guys left. Who's mad? They might mock them. They're not like, no, come back, I want you. That's not I don't think that's what's going on.
Listen.
I'm gonna punch this guy.
I'm a very happy woman in my personal life, okay?
Please tell us more. Please tell us more.
Are you sure?
No, I'm good.
That ass. No, but
throw soap on me.
I mean,
in all seriousness, like to me, what it communicates
right there, that attitude, no guy from other countries will accept that.
I mean, I don't blame them.
I mean,
her
where is your
attitude,
femininity and where is your respect? You're like talking to other people.
yeah. I mean, she
What
comes.
did she say? She said dead ass.
Yeah. I mean, she just comes across as just very hostile, very naggy, very masculine. Most men wouldn't want to come home and deal with that. I'm just going to be honest. Most men would be like, I'd much rather go to another country, like in the video Thailand, and find a wife who's going to be feminine, someone who's going to take care of all my needs, and I'm going to provide her the world and treat her like a queen, right? So
Yep.
it's just like, I don't understand why they're both so anti passport bros or finding love overseas, but
I don't know.
I don't know. They're just too much. Both of their attitudes.
Weird.
He's a weak man. She's just too much.
Hates to the rest of the world when videos like that are posted that are just meant to insult. What they don't realize is they're communicating to the world. I had a lot of trouble finding someone who was willing to date me, and so I went elsewhere where I think the culture has women who are more submissive. Like that's the way it comes across.
That's all it is, yeah.
And so I'm not mad at that. Like I genuinely, I'm not just making this up, I genuinely feel terrible for people who feel lonely, right? So if that guy genuinely had difficulty finding a partner here and he had to go somewhere else to find a woman or the woman of his dreams, great.
Yeah.
But don't mischaracterize what's really going on here, and don't make it seem as though like there's a growing body of women in America who are seething over guys who are traveling elsewhere to find a partner.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah,
like literally no one cares. Now, according to Urban,
She's saying no one cares, but you can literally find Instagram, TikTok, any social media. There are women out there complaining about men looking for wives overseas. Like, whether they care about them or not, they're complaining about it. It's happening.
Somebody actually told me, like, into my face, what's wrong with these American guys? Like, why are they dating females from other countries and marrying them? Like, literally to my face. And I looked at her and I said, well, maybe we're better. We haven't talked since then.
But
So they're actually saying that because she actually saw a couple people that they married, like American guys, they married to other females from other countries. And then she was like, what's wrong with these American guys? I'm like, I got offended when she told me that. And I was like, well, because I'm probably better than you.
I mean, a lot of men are looking for different values than what women think they want. Like, we don't care about how much money you make, how much education you have. I mean, it's a bonus if you have those things, but in reality, we just care about very basic stuff. Are you loyal? Are you respectful? Are you feminine? Are you not going to act like a man and be masculine and nag and
are you going to
just be a
respect
bunch of-
me? Are you going to stop talking to your friends bad about me?
do I got to worry about divorce in 2 years because you're not happy anymore? I mean, it's all these basic things that it's just like, it's normal here in America, but
it's a no back.
guys aren't, they're not, a lot of guys just aren't even willing to play that game anymore. They're not getting married, they're not pursuing women, and they're just going overseas if they can't find a good girl here in the US. So it's just, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. People are talking about it. That's why they're doing a segment on it right now on Passport Bros, because it's happening. Like, I mean, I don't know if, I'm not going to say like all women are seething or anything, but it's happening. Women are complaining about it.
And that doesn't mean that all the females are bad in America.
Yeah.
No, nobody's saying that, but
it's a high percentage. It's a high percentage.
it's happening a lot.
And it's not that they're bad. It's just that they're not meeting expectations of what a wife should be. They're just not acting like a wife. And if you're not going to act like a wife, you're probably not going to get married. So.
Dictionary, the authoritative source for content and information about things like passport bros. The passport bros are men who have chosen to seek out foreign women, typically from other countries, for relationships. They believe that Western women have been influenced by cultural and societal pressures to behave in a certain way. Do I look like the kind of person who's pressured to behave in a certain way?
Yeah.
I'm gonna behave how I want to behave.
And also to be clear, the countries they're going to don't have any cultural or social pressure on women. It doesn't affect them in any way.
It's only in America. It's a American
it's new.
thing.
It's a new thing.
There are no social pressures in any other country. That's what the people are saying.
Yeah.
So they're seeking out foreign women so they can find a more authentic, fulfilling, and harmonious relationship. Okay, and this is seen as a way to restore the natural balance between masculine and feminine energy and to avoid the wickedness of Western women. Well, I can be pretty wicked.
You can. I love the idea of like these guys who are like, all I need is like $5,000 so I can go have random sex with a bunch of women because they're wicked back here. I'm virtuous and moral as I try to have random sex on the beaches of Thailand, but these damn whores in Minnesota are trying to corrupt my pure soul. Just need a loan so I can bang someone.
That's not what Passport Bros is about. It's not about sex tourism. It's about going and finding a wife. So
Yeah,
everything he just said, it doesn't matter.
Damn whores.
Ay. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, look, again, you could do it, and lots of people do it. Like, cool, now you have a hashtag, like name, label, or whatever, but like lots of people do it. But like, let's also just realize what's happening. There are a lot of men who either don't have it in them emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, or have been trained because they follow the wrong influencers, that they can't keep up with society. There's just a lot about society that they can't take. They literally can't watch a movie because if they see two people of the same sex kiss, they their pants. Like, they can't keep up, and so they flee somewhere where they think all of those things that scare them and make them feel anxiety and uncomfortable will be repressed by the state and by cultural and social pressures. And because women are so repressed and they don't have rights, they don't even have to go to the trouble of stripping them of the rights. And so it's guys who can't make it in a modern society who are fleeing to a place where things are set up to benefit them. That's all it is.
You know, you do have to admit though, the sex scenes in shows and movies, whether they're gay or straight, I don't care. They've gotten a little too long. Like, let's all right, we get it. You guys are having sex. Can we move on?
What's an example? Like, what's a movie? I mean, I'm in the middle of watching Poor Things, and there's a lot of long sex scenes in it.
Definitely turning into a little bit of a fuddy-duddy. Like, oh, it's too much violence in this scene. I don't like that. Like, I don't like watching someone get tortured or maimed. Or, yeah, like I just.
Are you watching Bridgerton or something?
I'm not
What's
really.
going on?
Yeah, no, let's just. Everyone must acknowledge and accept the fact that the main female character in the first season of Bridgerton looked like she was 14, and the sex.
Okay, I think they're pretty much done with it there. So
they are. They better be.
yeah.
Because I can't stand it. It's not because I'm not American and I'm from other countries, but I feel like they were a little bit too much.
They're way too much.
Yeah.
They're pushing it way too hard.
I mean, honestly, I understand they can't come to the TV show and be like, "Oh yeah, we're bad. We can't do this." They have to.
Part of me almost feels like they're jealous. Like that
Oh, they are.
that deep down they're like, guys are leaving this country because it's just they're not
Because
feminine enough. They're acting like the way she's acting. I mean,
I don't blame them.
so
If you're a guy out there trying to look for a wife, you couldn't find it here, you can actually travel
yep.
somewhere else and
And there's nothing
try.
wrong with it. There's nothing wrong
There's
with
nothing wrong with it.
going overseas to find someone that you think would make a much better long-term partner. There's nothing wrong with it.
Or a better mom for your kids.
Yeah, you're trying to raise a family. You're not going there just to be there. I mean, it's great.
Mhm.
Like that one guy showed, they even got a great culture in Thailand. They have things going on. The people are fun. They're great to hang around. There's countries out there where you're going to have a lot of fun and it might be a great place to have a wife and have kids,
Or to even
raise a
live.
family. Yeah, to live long term, which it sounds like a lot of people are doing.
Yeah,
If they're
and
working
it's probably
remote.
going to be cheaper too. I mean,
Yep.
if you're taking US dollars, you can
Yep.
probably live
Stretch that dollar
way
further, like the guy was saying,
more
and
comfortable.
you can live a much higher standard of living somewhere else.
That's true.
And I just think I think the Young Turks are just they're pushing an agenda so hard on Passport Bros being a bad thing, and it's honestly not. It should, and personally, I think it should make people wake up and be like, hey, maybe we should look inside ourselves and try to change, try to be better, try to actually live the values that a husband's gonna want. And same thing for guys too, because there's a lot of guys in this country too that, you know,
Yeah, otherwise, why would a guy travel
Mhm.
go find another girl in a different country
Spend hard-earned money.
with a different language,
Yeah.
with a different culture. It's easy. You can find someone here. So
Yep.
there's something wrong.
Yep. There's definitely something wrong.
Mhm.
But let us know what you guys think.
Yes, please in the comment.
All right. See you guys.
All right. See ya.